Well, AI technology, it has advanced rapidly over the years, and today new tools let users create ultra-realistic videos that most people cannot seem to distinguish from those made by human filmmakers. And for more on this, I'm joined live by technology analyst and journalist Carmi Levi. Carmi, good afternoon. Okay, talk about wild here. So we're talking about some AI that could let you create videos that are so real you can chat with dead celebrities and, it'll seem like it's happening.
It sounds creepy, but it's available at your fingertips now. All you need to do is give it a prompt and tell it what kind of video you want it to create in much the same way that you ask ChatGPT a question. You ask it to create you some imagery. Video generators work exactly the same way. Make me a video of James Earl Jones talking to me as if he's Darth Vader, and he's ordering me to, I don't know, order a Blizzard at Dairy Queen, and it will happily create that based on how it's been trained. It doesn't matter that James Earl Jones probably didn't give me permission to do that. That obviously a dead person can't consent to this. It opens up a whole bunch of privacy and data stewardship concerns. It also opens up massive concerns over deepfakes. How does anyone know that that video was in fact actually real? Maybe James Earl Jones liked Dairy Queen. Who knows? But the problem here is that the tools are getting better so quickly that a few months ago, when you looked at the video, you could tell that it was AI created. But as they get better, it's getting harder and harder to tell the difference between fake and real.
Okay, so Carmi, along with that, the toolkit for creating the fake content, it's moving from the lab into the public domain. Explain the significance of this.
Because it's one thing for there to be theoretical tools that are in the lab, available to researchers, available to engineers, but not to the general public. It's quite another when it's just available online for anybody to access or download. And that's kind of where we're at now. Google, for example, released something called VO3, which is a very sophisticated video generator at its I/O conference last month. OpenAI has been updating Sora, which has been causing a lot of ripples in its ability to create very realistic videos. And because those are available to the broad-based public, as soon as they're available, is an interesting phenomenon. Social media just gets flooded as people are trying and playing with it. It gets flooded with fake imagery that really looks real. And so we saw it with Sora. We're seeing it with VO3. And it's frightening because we talk about deepfakes. We talk about the risk of deepfakes in the hands of millions of people some of them are just experimenting with them. Most people don't have ill intent, but a small percentage of people do, and that's where you run into some very significant legal, moral, and ethical issues.
Okay, Carmen, look, a lot of us don't have to worry about this, but what happens if our image is used in one of these, these videos? What are we supposed to do? It's just regular people.
That's the scary thing. We've already seen a lot of celebrities. We've seen a lot of media personalities, including from the company that owns CP24, the company that owns us. There have been a number of media personalities whose imagery has been used in fake videos to sell products or to encourage people to buy cryptocurrency or some other kind of somewhat sketchy, somewhat illegal scheme. And so it's already happening now. And the onus, unfortunately, is on all of us to open our eyes super wide and watch online to make sure that our imagery, whether we're famous or not, isn't being used in ways that can run counter to us leading a peaceful life. And that really is the problem here. It's so out of control that we really don't have protections. The platforms, the Googles, the Metas, the Apples of the world, they don't have appropriate technologies or protocols in place to protect us all. And of course, the laws that would protect us simply haven't been crafted yet. In many cases, in Canada's case, we had an AI law on the books. It died when the election got called, so there's no protection legally as well.
Okay, and Carmi, as we wrap up, how are we supposed to tell what's real and what's not?
The two words to keep in mind are lean in. So whenever you see something on social media or on the web or any kind of image, video, or audio, lean in and watch and listen for what we like to call tells, obvious sort of clues that this was AI generated. So, for example, with an image, some things might look a little bit too small or too large. The proportions are off. The lighting is iffy. The shading not quite there. You look at the edges of images, and the quality can kind of drop off. If it's a video, it's not quite smooth. The audio and the video don't quite align. The lips sometimes might look a little bit odd because that's sort of where the generation has occurred. So lean in and look for it. And then, of course, double check. Can you confirm that you know the source of this asset, this imagery? If you can't confirm where it came from, assume that it's fake.
Okay, tech analyst and journalist Carmi Levi. Thanks a lot. Always a pleasure, Carm.
Appreciate it, Bakari.